The attempt to understand why there is a response in reality leads to a dead end. Even if we break down the mechanism of the response, we ultimately reach a moment where something ignites without a cause. We can forever explain what happened during the response, but never its deeper cause. Science has given a name to this cause. These are the laws of the universe. In other words, science answers the question, why is the universe structured as a system entirely based on interactions? With the response, it just is. The way things respond only formulates their laws. But there is no explanation for the existence of these laws themselves. Randomness, science says. But what is randomness? What are the laws of randomness? Why are some things determined randomly? What differentiates causality from randomness? These questions have no answer. My own attempt to explain the root of all interactions as a process of transforming abstract data into concrete information is blocked when I try to explain the unfolding of the process. The abstract is non-local, and therefore seemingly does not require a causal process. But how does it become concrete, localized without a reason? After all, this is not a random process, and even if it is, the questions about the nature of a random process demand the same scrutiny. How can one explain causality in a plane devoid of cause? The only answer is that causality is merely a phenomenon. Just as the concrete is an illusion, so are the relationships between concrete things. Not only do things not really exist, but things also don't really happen. Time and space, those relative coordinates, are a very poor filter of reality. But we have no choice but to use them because we ourselves are an illusion. We do not exist. We are merely present. We are an endless connection of other pieces of presence around us. There are no things, and therefore there are no causes, and still we find order in the contextual presence of the concrete emerging from the abstract. How is this possible? If there are no causes, how is there order? Well, there is no order. Order emerges precisely because causality is merely a filter. The filter's role is to narrow things down. This narrowing is done through language. Language is the practical embodiment of the filter of causality. It categorizes the infinite so that it can be expressed, made present. And when things are limited and defined, we can attribute similar properties to them. We can call both hyssop and a baobab tree plants and thus see the similarity between them and attribute to them the same laws, even though in reality they are completely different from one another. This is what the illusion of causality does through language. But this also means that there is something beyond language, beyond everything, beyond causes, chance, response itself, and the illusion of reality. Something non-causal, yet creative. A secret, something that cannot be grasped at all. And we only know one thing about it. It seeks reality. Why? Without reason but out of being. It is the being. Meaning the nothingness exists, and the being exists, and the relation exists, and the cause does not. There is only the isness of everything, the being. And precisely because there is no reason for this existence, this miraculous existence is the foundation for all things.